IUPAC Nomenclature System, International Union for Pure and Applied Chemistry, and short form is IUPAC. This IUPAC nomenclature system is used for the carbon compounds. How it will work today we discuss this thing. Now, International Union for Pure and Applied Chemistry put forth a nomenclature system based on the structure of the compounds, and it was accepted all over the world. And how it will work, they work on a carbon compound, and let us see how some straight chain compounds containing one functional group are given IUPAC names, and let us also see their common names. There are three units in a IUPAC name of any carbon compound, that is parent, suffix and prefix. These are arranged in the name as follows: prefix, parent and suffix. An IUPAC name is given to a compound on the basis of the name of its parent alkane. The name of the compound is constructed by attaching appropriate suffix and prefix to the name of the parent alkane. There are some steps for this IUPAC nomenclature of a straight chain compounds, and the first step is draw the structural formula of the straight chain compound and count the number of carbon atoms in it. That is, students, we see the first structural formula, that is CH3, CH2, CH3. There are three carbons are present. So the parent name is propane. In the second example, the structural formula is CH3, CH2, OH. Here there are two carbons, so the straight chain, that is two carbons are present, and that formula is, or the parent name is, ethane. In the third example, that is structural formula is CH3, CH2, COOH. In this structural formula, there are three carbons are present. So C dash C dash C, and there are three carbon are present. So we call it as the parent name propane. In the fourth example, the structural formula is CH3, CH2, CH2, CHO. Here there are four carbons are present. So in the straight chain there are four carbons, C dash C dash C dash C. The parent name is, it is butane. In the fifth example, the structural formula is CH3, CH, double bond formation is there, and CH2. So here the straight chain is C dash C double bond C. So here the parent name will be changed. So how it will be changed? Here the last is, the name of this structural formula is propane, and it will be changed to propene. In this formula there is a double bond formation, so here ANE is changed to ENE. So the parent name is propene. And in the last example, the structural formula is CH3 dash C triple bond CH. Here there are 3 carbons are present. So in a straight chain it is C dash C triple bond C. Here also triple bond formation is there. So the parent name will be changed to, the basic name is propane, but here is the triple bond formation, so here the parent name is propyne. The last ane is changed to yne. In this table, listen carefully students. Here in this table, in the fifth example, double bond is formed, so parent name will be changed to ANE to ENE. And in the sixth example, triple bond formation is there, so the parent name changed to ANE to YNE. When the double bond is formed, the parent name changed to propene, and when the triple bond is formed, the parent name will be changed to propyne. So you must learn it carefully. Next, the step 2. If the structural formula contains a functional group, is replaced the last letter E from the parent name by the considered name of the functional group as the suffix. For this, we refer the table number 9.19. Here, the structural formulas are given. In this table, the first structural formula is CH2OH. Here the functional group is OH group. So the parent name will be ethane, and that will be changed to the parent suffix ethanol. In the second example, the structural formula is CH3CH2Cl. Here the functional group, here the chlorine is attached to this structural formula, so the functional group is Cl, that means chloro. The parent name will be ethane and prefix parent will be chloroethane. In the third example, the structural formula is BrCH2CH3. Here the functional group is Br, it is bromo, and parent name is ethane, and the prefix parent will be changed to the bromoethane. In the fourth example, CH3CH2CHO. Here the CHO functional group is attached, so the parent name is propane and the parent suffix is propanol. Propane will be changed to the propanol. In the fifth example, CH3COOH, this is the structural formula. Then here the functional group is what? Here the functional group is COOH. It is COOH, it is oic acid. That means parent name is ethane and it will be parent suffix is changed to the ethanoic acid. Here the OIC, that means that is attached to the ethane, so ethanoic acid is the parent suffix. In the sixth example, the structural formula is CH3NH2. Here the functional group is NH2, that is amine group, and the parent name is methane will be changed to the parent suffix methanamine. So here the methane will be changed to the methamine. So in the last example or the seventh example, structural formula is CH3COCH3. Here the functional group is working as a CO and that parent name is propane and that will be changed to the parent suffix propane 1. See here students, here in this table how the parent name will be changed to the parent suffix or the prefix parent we have learned. In the step 3, number the carbon atoms in the carbon change from one end to other. Assign the number 1 to carbon in the functional group CHO or COOH. If parent, otherwise the chain can be numbered in two directions, except that numbering which gives smaller number to the carbon carrying the functional group. In the final name, a digit and a character should be separated by a small horizontal line, and we can refer the table number 9.20. So let us we observe this table. Here in this table there are some structural formulae is given to you, and how that will be two numbering of the carbon chains are shown to you in this table. And the third column is the acceptable numbering and how will you write the IUPAC name of these compounds. First, let us now see the first example. In this table, the structural formula is CH3 CH-CH3 and there is a OH group. So, two numbering of the carbon chain, how will you write? You can observe in this table. First, write the 3 carbon elements. In the second carbon elements, we add one OH group, and below it we write 3 carbon elements, and in the middle there is also a one OH group. So here acceptable numbering is both the numberings are equivalent. Here in the second situation or in the second stage we attach a OH group. So here the name or the IUPAC name of this compound is propane 2OL. So in the second example, here the structural formula is CH3 CH2 CH2 CH CH3. Here chlorine will be attached to this structural formula. In the two numbering of the carbon chain we get, first we write there are 5 carbon are present in the formula. So we first write carbon 5 times, and in the fourth C4 we attach a chlorine to the fourth position, and on below again we write the carbon 5 times and we attach chlorine to the second position. So acceptable numbering is, you can see the structure over there, C5-C4-C3-C2 and Cl group is attached to here and -C1. So here IUPAC name of this compound is 2-chloropentane. Here in the second position we attach a chlorine group to the carbon. So here the IUPAC name is 2-chloropentane. So in the third example, structural formula is CH3-C-CH2-CH2-CH3. Here we attach oxygen. There is a double bond formation. So first we write the carbon, first we count the carbon atoms. There are 5 carbon are present over there. So write first C1, C2, C3, C4 and C5. Then in the second position we join oxygen with double bond formation, and again below it we write the carbon elements in the decreasing order, and fourth position we join the oxygen to the double bond formation. And acceptable numbering are C, C, C. Write the C 5 times in the decreasing order, and in the second position we attach oxygen with the double bond formation. The IUPAC name of this compound is pentane 2,1. So remember, in this table we learn the IUPAC name of the compounds. How will you write the IUPAC name? In the first example we write propane 2-OL. In the second example we write 2-chloropentane. In the third example we write pentane-2-1. So these are the first, second and third steps showing by the table. We learn how the IUPAC nomenclature will be formed. There are some more steps are required for writing the IUPAC names of the compound having more complex structural units such as branch chain, carbon rings, heterocycles, etc. Study of this will be included in the further standard. At the same time, also keep in mind that there is a practice of using common names of the carbon compounds which are frequently used in the laboratory. There are another table is here. I will show you that table. Here in this table 9.21, the table is common and IUPAC names of some carbon compounds. Here in this table we write the common names of some compounds. There is a structural formula and you have to write the IUPAC name. I have already written here some IUPAC name of that compound. Now let us start with this table. First, the common name is ethylene. The structural formula is CH2 double bond CH2. That is, here in ethene there are 2 carbons. So the structural formula is given to you. You have to write the IUPAC name. So IUPAC name is ethene. In the second compound, acetylene. Here the structural formula is HC triple bond CH. So here triple bond is formed, so IUPAC name will be changed to the ethyne. So you can write YNE at the end. In the third, citric acid, the structural formula is CH3-COOH. So the IUPAC name is 1-ethanoic acid. So you must write 1 in number dash ethanoic acid. In the fourth example, methyl alcohol is given to you. The structural formula of methyl alcohol is CH3-OH. So here 1-M ethanol. Here OH group is attached to the structural formula. So the name IUPAC name is 1-M ethanol. In the fifth example, ethyl alcohol is given to you. The structural formula is CH3-CH2-OH. Here also OH group is attached. So the IUPAC name is 1-ethanol. In the sixth example, acetaldehyde, the structural formula is CH3-CHO. So here the IUPAC name is 1-ethanol. In the seventh example, acetone, the structural formula is CH3-CO-CH3. So the IUPAC name is 1-propane. In the eighth example, ethyl methyl ketone, that's structural formula will be CH3-COOH. CO-CH2-CH3. Here the IUPAC name is butane-2-one. In ninth example, ethylamine, the structural formula is CH3-CH2-NH2. The IUPAC name is ethane-2-amine. In the last example, N-propyl chloride. Here the structural formula will be CH3-CH-CH2-Cl. The IUPAC name is 1-chloropropane. So you just write these IUPAC name and complete all these tables in your notebook. Today's lecture we have studied the IUPAC nomenclature, how to write the IUPAC names, and now we will stop here for the day. Thank you.